afternoon, good Black Friday, good morning. It's actually morning, so maybe it's afternoon for you wherever you are in the world. But this morning, we're going to do a live. We're going to talk about waterless and holistic beauty. And Jess Dixon, my friend, is going to join me, and we're going to talk about how you can get beauty from the inside out and the outside in. I have two guests plus Jess, who's going to join the live, and we're going to talk about all things waterless beauty, this amazing holistic waterless beauty brand from Europe. And I'm going to accept Jess into the live right now. We're going to show our favorite. We're also going to show the stuff that you can take for your gut health and for your holistic health in general. So we're waiting for Jess to pop on. I accepted her into the live. Stay tuned and join us for this party. We even have Farmer Kyle about to join us here. So let's see, Jess, it's not, let's see here. We're gonna accept it again. View, go live. I'm gonna invite you, Jess, because it's not letting me accept your thingy. So just give us a second here. There it is. Hey, Ross. Good morning.
Morning. Oh
It's
my
earlier for you than it is
earlier, but I've been up since 6, so I'm good.
Nice. Awesome. Well, we're talking holistic and waterless beauty this morning. Are you excited?
I am. It's one of my favorite things. So.
And we met because of this amazing brand, Olive Tree People. And now we get to collide and unite and share all the awesome stuff with the world. And everything that we're going to share is 21% off today.
Yep.
So get ready to learn, guys. We're going to show you all of our favorite stuff. We have a guest today, Farmer Kyle. So my husband's going to come on. He's going to be on for the first half. We're going to talk about the internals that we can do and use for our skin health and our gut health and our inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle's going to share his favorite morning drink, and you have some other stuff that you're going to share too, right, Jess?
I do. I'm going to share one of the internals that I've been taking, and then I'm going to share a little facial situation that I do on the weekends. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Kyle, do you want to walk people through this olive mush thing? I actually forgot one thing I have to go grab in the office. So Kyle's going to show the morning drink that he makes with this olive mush. And for those people who don't know about adaptogenic mushrooms yet, just know that there's so much science behind adaptogenic mushrooms and the benefits. Oops, we're gonna have to get the other blender container. The other blender container is somewhere around here. Or we can just pour this out, Kyle, into other bowls. Sorry. Adaptogenic mushrooms help our body with stress and help us to balance our cortisol levels and help us to gain energy if we need it, or help us calm down if we are too riddled with anxiety. So really, truly, adaptogenic mushrooms are amazing. I have a child in my ear trying to talk to me, but there is this awesome morning drink, or you can have it any time of day. It's called Olive Mush, and this is from Olive Tree People, what Jess and I are going to be talking about today. And it's based off of the olive leaf, the ground organic olive leaf, plus it has adaptogenic mushrooms in it, a little bit of cacao, and chai spices. So Kyle is going to show his morning drink, and Koen is so rudely talking to me in my ear. We're making it in a minute. We're going to make Koen's drink in a minute here, too. Okay, come on over, Kyle.
So happy to be here this morning.
Kyle is so happy.
All right.
Excited to see this morning.
What's
I'm
that?
looking forward to seeing how you make this morning, because I've seen everyone make it. I've heard you was really good.
I can't find. Here we go. So we take 1 teaspoon of the olive mush, right? So it's very simple. It's 1 teaspoon into a blender, and then add 16 to 20 ounces of hot water. And the key ingredient are 3 pitted dates. Whoops, gently add. From that point, it's as simple as blending and enjoy. If I can find the lid, I'll blend it.
Yeah, once we find the lid. So we use dates to sweeten our olive mush drinks and just all of our drinks because we want to keep our blood sugar stable. But you could use honey or maple syrup. I see a lot of people doing that. You could also use hot milk or plant milk instead of hot water. There's lots of different things that you can do with this olive mush. You can even bake with it. You can go past this side. You could make banana bread. You could do a lot of things with it to get this medicine into your body. So the ground olive leaf is incredible for your gut, your blood sugar, your cholesterol levels, cancer prevention, right?
Yep.
And you're taking the internals as well.
So I'm taking the ORAC and Camu, which is very concentrated. And so I'm going to put it in a little bit of water because it is a little bit bitter because it's a very highly concentrated version of the olive leaf. And it is incredible antioxidant, vitamin C, incredibly high in vitamin C. I feel like this is what everyone should have right now because I know there's little bugs going around. And then it also is incredible for inflammation, which is something that, for me personally, I've been on the long journey of reducing inflammation in my body. So I'm going to take this. While you drink your lovely beverage, I'm going to do the shot of this.
Kyle's going to have his beverage. I'm also just going to show, while you're doing that shot, Jess, I'm going to show how easily the honey enzyme mask applies. You and I are going to be doing our skin, but I just wanted to show how it can work on all people. So my husband is so willingly volunteering for me to show this. Come on over here, honey. Come over here. Okay, so I'm going to apply the honey enzyme mask. This is ground olive leaf. We're going to put it right here on that forehead wrinkle. And we're going to smear it across, and you can use, doesn't that feel good? Admit it.
Okay.
Admit that it feels so nice. He doesn't want to take it off because he's afraid it's going to be sticky, but it feels like it's sticky on the skin, but once you let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes, it actually melts right off of the skin. So Kyle, we do close up for the people.
Is this like a warrior?
Yeah.
It's like really nice.
It really is soothing. And if you want, with the honey enzyme mask, you can actually kind of scrub it in and it will turn a bright green and kind of activate the, it does smell good. See, Kyle's talking about how good it smells. It will activate the enzymes in the mask. So he's just walking around the house letting that dry. Or it doesn't really dry, it just kind of moisturizes. And I actually almost cried just when I used this Waterless Beauty for the first time. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm not joking. Like the smell of this, it smells so good. The texture is so amazing. And all right.
I'm going to do the face peel really quickly before I do my mask.
Okay.
It's like a fine, exfoliant that is incredible even for sensitive skin, which I have. But I know what you mean because I was dealing with skin inflammation so bad. And once I started using this line, I was like floored. Yeah. Truly. Skin healed.
Yeah. And I want to hear your story. Let's move on. As you and I kind of finish out this live, we're going to do our whole shebang here. And I want to hear about this olive core facial peeling because I haven't used it.
Oh, you haven't?
I want to hear your story more. And Koen is dying for me to share the last internal that I think that we should share. Did you take your Camu already while we were doing the mask? Okay. So
water, it goes down easy.
Okay. So Jess likes to mix hers with water. On the bottle of the Camu extract, which she said, and I agree with, every single person needs the olive leaf Camu concentrate. This is your key. This is your literal key to reducing your inflammation from the inside out and brightening your skin from the inside out. Camu is one of the highest vitamin C berries on earth, and this is a way to get it in your body. Yes, it's bitter, but you can mix it with juice or with a smoothie, like it says on the bottle, or I am just used to bitter foods, so I take it straight up. Now, another internal that I think everybody uses or should have is the Beauty Molecule. This is the hyaluronic, and this is amazing, kind of like a collagen. This is a vegan collagen, if you will. It's good for your gut. It's also good for your joints. And in addition to that, it's very high in vitamin C. There's elderberry in here. There's zinc and black currant. And it's also made with the olive leaf extract. Everything that we use in the skincare and everything that is in the olive tree people products is based off of olive leaf or olive leaf bell elixir or olive oil. Now we're going to make a mocktail that Koen is going to get to enjoy. So we're going to use this hyaluronic. He gets to have it. It's sweet enough for kids to enjoy. And we're going to just pour a little bit into a glass of ice. And this is how you guys can enjoy it too, or you can take it in the little shot glass that it comes with. We're going to put a little bit of unpasteurized raw apple cider. And then we're going to top it off with a sparkling water. You already took that olive peel thing off. I've got to learn all the things. So we're going to mix it up now. And now he gets to get the benefits of the olive leaf as well. And he gets to be the fancy kid. You want to try it? The dark one. Delicious. Go ahead and try it. So, what do you think about it? Yummy?
All I can taste is like
apple cider.
Yeah, apple cider.
All right, well, have a good time. Go be free.
Mocktail. Your morning mocktail.
Yeah, cheers to your morning mocktail. But olive leaf, I mean, if you just go and you go down the rabbit hole of the science behind all these internals, it's like people are like, I just want my skincare, right? But if you get on the internals, you're going to get the best results ever with the internals and the topicals when you combine them. So just everything we're talking about is 21% off right now. That's incredible. Now tell me about your skin story, and then tell me about what you just used.
Okay, so I just used the olive core face peel, which is it's an exfoliant essentially, and it's really, really fine. So it's incredible for even sensitive skin like mine. My story is that I was dealing with rosacea and puerperal dermatitis. And if you're not familiar with puerperal dermatitis, it's so hard to get rid of. The doctors put you on antibiotics. They do all of these topical treatments for you that are just putting you in a vicious cycle. It doesn't work. And so I opted not to do that. I was using clean skincare. I've been doing, the healing journey forever because I also have autoimmune issues. So all of the things, and I was like, why will my skin not clear? Like I couldn't connect the dots. Mm-hmm. And then I started seeing people sharing about olive tree people, and I was really curious. I had tried waterless skincare before, and it didn't really make a difference for me, but I got really curious about the olive leaf elixir and the hydroxytyrosol. And I was like, that's interesting, anti-inflammatory. So I decided to try it. And I remember the first day that I used it, I literally ran to the mirror like every 30 minutes to see if my skin was going to have a bad reaction, because that's what happens when you have inflammation on your face. Like it's your face, it's like what you present to the world. And so when you're dealing with inflammatory issues, you're very conscious all the time of whatever's going on your face. So I was running to the bathroom and I was like, my rosacea is starting to clear up. Like literally within 24 hours. I'm not joking. I was floored, and then I ended.
Did you start taking the Camu right away?
I didn't. I actually started with the, which by the way, I'm going to do my cell active tonic right now because I'm going to prep my skin for a serum. Okay. And this tonic.
Yeah, I'm going to take my mask off and start with my corrective cleanser.
I love this tonic. It has lavender in it, and it's
Wait,
so.
which one are you using?
I'm using the Corrective facial
Oh
tonic.
yeah, that's what I use too. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, because when you, like, anytime you're going to use a serum, you want to have your face damp, which can be with water, but I prefer to use this tonic. It helps kind of get rid of dead skin. Real quickly,
We're gonna take Kyle's mask off too at the same time.
I'm going to use my Cell Active Serum before my mask, which is our Botox in a bottle, that paracrest in it, and it's going to help smooth out the lines. But anyway, yeah, so I started using just the skincare products initially, and I just really was floored by the results. Like, truly, if you're somebody that dealt with skin inflammation, you know what I'm talking about, where you're just so conscious of your skin all the time. It's itching. It's, no matter what you're using, every time I went to wash my face, I would feel like depleted, like defeated almost, where I was like, when you wash it, it would irritate it more. And it was just embarrassing, to be honest, all the time to have like this skin inflammatory issue. So that is what I started in. I feel like I've been using these products for at least 3 or 4 months now.
Okay.
And I could cry too. I'm so grateful that I came across this line, because not only has it made a difference on my inflammatory issues, they have like so many products to choose from that are targeted as well, because I am also trying to do the whole anti-aging regimen,
Right.
which I couldn't for years because my skin wouldn't respond well to anything at all.
That's amazing to know that you were just using the topicals, and because typically rosacea and eczema and psoriasis, these are, whether they're autoimmune or they're just inflammatory reactions happening, it usually, good morning, friend. We typically, sorry, I'm just reacting to the people in the live. Typically, those are started from the inside.
Yeah.
And then they're manifesting out. But you were just using these topical waterless beauty products. And we really haven't talked about what water, I mean, you did. You talked about how you were using clean beauty and it was based on water, but you were still inflamed.
Yep.
The power of these waterless beauty products is so big. Because like I said earlier, when Kyle was making his morning drink and I was making that mocktail and Jess was taking her Camu, everything is based off of the olive leaf or olive leaf cell extract or olive oil, all in which have these constituents, these plant constituents, these polyphenols called alloropin and hydroxytyrosol. You can say hydroxytyrosol or hydroxytyrosol. No matter what, it's right, okay? And they're so high in anti-inflammatory properties that they're helping right away when you put them on your skin, because they're not based on water, there's not a ton of preservatives, and they're just full of these polyphenols that are really great for inflammation. So that is like amazing, Jess, because I mean, I've experienced acne and cold sores and things on my face that like literally deplete my confidence, and I'm sure that you felt that way too.
Yeah.
And when you have like something that can transform your skin like that, it's amazing. And it's like, it's been in Europe for 20 years and it just came over here to the United States not that long ago. And I'm like, we have been under a rock
here. Like, I have, when I had access to products, and you're right, these kinds of skin issues it starts with the internal, and that's why I was like, what is going on? I mean, I've been able to work with functional doctors and holistic doctors and clinical nutritionists, and I've done all of the things. So I was like, what am I missing? Like, what is going on where my skin still isn't healing when I've like overhauled and mind you, all for the better. Like, my healing journey has taught me so much, and I have come so far with healing my body. So I'm grateful for it, but my skin was not changing, like just not changing until. And I really do think, because I have a lot of sensitivities, that the preservatives and kind of the dead fillers and the dead oils that that are in typical skincare were really just externally inflaming my skin. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think I actually have a friend who is experiencing inflammation as well, and she has been for a few years, but she's been using clean beauty. And that's the thing, like people don't realize that a lot of, like you said, there's dead oils in a lot of these beauty products. And the cool part is that the anything from the olive tree is so, like, these trees live for thousands of years. And why? Because their cells are protected. And when we can extract those amazing constituents from the tree and put them into a bottle, we have much more live, like Thomas Lamel, the founder, says, we have living ingredients in these skin products that actually help you heal. So
Ew.
I know you're putting on a mask. You mentioned anti-aging. I'm putting on the anti-aging line. The difference between the anti-aging line and like everything else, as far as what I understand, Jess, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is that basically like I'm using the whole corrective line, okay? I use the corrective line every day because I was previously using an anti-aging line and I wanted to just replace another anti-aging line, but more powerful, right, with this Waterless Beauty. And basically what I think is the difference between all the other products in Oliveda or Olive Tree People and the corrective line is that it has a higher dose. It has a higher percentage of the hydroxytyrosol.
Yes.
The plant elixir, the olive leaf elixir. And so I'm all about as much as I can get, you know.
Of the products, like the Corrective Serum has that paracress in it, which is that is going to help. I think they've done studies where when it gets deep into the muscle, it can actually help freeze the muscle, but it does help smooth the lines. And the more you use it, the better results you're going to see. But I have to go back to the waterless thing because I mentioned that I have tried waterless products before, and we keep talking about the hydroxytyrosol, but not all waterless products have another element in it that is going to make the product so incredibly anti-inflammatory.
Right.
Yeah, so I believe
you have just like a pure oil. Like I get you. Yeah, there's other waterless things that I've tried too, and they're just like pure oils. And it's like there's not powerful anti-inflammatory. It's just an oil.
And I've tried them, and unfortunately my skin didn't respond well to those either. So I was like, oh my gosh. So this one, I firmly believe it is the olive leaf. You did an interview with Thomas, and I think he touched on this, but the whole reason why he ended up starting this skincare line, which he never intended to do, was because his body was sick, and he ended up working with the olive leaf and taking ingestibles and created that IO1, which is the first product, the tincture I took this morning, and healed his body. I mean, it's amazing what he was able to do, and that really resonated with me. And that is another reason why I was drawn to this company.
Yeah, if anybody wants to listen to that interview, you can jump onto YouTube and type in the Urban Pharmacy, and Thomas tells his story. This brand was started over 20 years ago in Europe. He's a man from Germany. He used to be a super, super successful real estate agent. But like Jess said, he got really sick, specifically in his gut. And he was like bedridden. He couldn't lay on his left side. He was incredibly uncomfortable, inflamed, and didn't know what to do. So he turned to Ayurvedic medicine and olive tree therapy is what he calls it, using a significant amount of olive leaf ground up in like drink form, and then also using olive oil really for its alloropin and hydroxytyrosol content. And those powerful anti-inflammatory plant constituents helped him heal in just over a year. And now he's thriving and has a business based completely on olive tree therapy. And it's helping so many people. Like just like he said in the interview, like he said, well, he started giving these people this product that he made, the few first products that he made, and he didn't hear anything. And then like just a few weeks later, people were coming like, oh my gosh, I'm actually feeling better. holy crap, my skin is looking better, right? Like he was having doubts at first, but then all of a sudden the reviews started coming in. And that's actually the same with me. Like people bought right away when they saw that I was sharing this. They're like, what is this concept? This is so cool, this waterless concept. And they bought, thankfully, because they had faith in what I was sharing. And then all of a sudden I start getting messages without me asking, hey, how are you liking your products? They're just messaging me like, Stacey, my skin has improved, or Stacey, I'm feeling so much more energized because I've been drinking the morning drinks, or you know, taking the internals. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel so happy for them, because
I think
our cultures are great as well.
Stories come out of these products with people, whether they're healing internally or externally or both. So it's been a really interesting journey. I've never experienced anything like this brand, and working with a founder who is so in love with what he does, right?
Yeah.
He's in love with what he does, and he is so generous. He's just a generous human, and he wants people to heal. Like he wants people to feel good.
Yeah.
So I explained the mask I was just put on that I'm sitting here looking.
I don't have that mask. So I don't have the peel that you use. By the way, that like facial peel, or that, you know, that exfoliator, that's made with ground olive pit, right? Like that actually is what is the exfoliator.
Ground black arbequina or olives, finely ground, so it's not abrasive at all to the skin.
Nice.
But I have black olive face mask, which is incredible for hydration. I have just really dry skin, and I'm in Texas, so it's really cold and dry right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I love doing this mask on the weekend, and I put the Corrective Serum underneath it, and it
you put the Corrective Serum underneath it.
Then it kind of absorb it in even more, because I'm all about the anti-aging. But I love the honey enzyme mask as well.
Yeah, so put your mask up and I'll put mine up. You can't see the vivid emerald green, but you saw me smear it on my face earlier. And then Jess has here, yeah, I'll put the texture of mine. See, this is the honey enzyme mask. It actually activates, it has papain in it, which is from papaya. And if I start to slather it in my fingers, you'll see it turn like a lighter green. And that's the activation of the enzymes in this mask. And yours, Jess, I mean, this enzyme mask is like it's like an enzymatic peel. Very, very subtle though. So using it once or twice per week can help to slough off that dead skin. Now, what I understand from yours, Jess, is yours is more of like a nourishing mask, right?
Nourishing, it helps like skin regeneration, and it's also really like when you have the mask on, even though it looks almost like a clay mask, it doesn't feel like your skin is tightening up and drying up while the mask is on. It just feels really like nourishing. As you when you could see me kind of massaging that between my fingers, it's really, really smooth. Like it's like over. So it's one of my favorites right now in the winter because my skin is very dry.
Yeah. So you put your serum on underneath it.
I do.
I do my mask and then I put my serums on after. So what I use, and we were both talking about the Corrective line. There's 2 Corrective cleansers. And by the way, guys, everything that we're talking about is 21% off. So if you are following either one of us, go to the links in our bios and shop, because it's really good. And if you want to maximize your savings, go and take the Olive Brain quiz. And you can get an additional free eye product if you purchase 2 of the recommendations. So you'll get 21% off the entire website, plus you'll get a free thing, and then a free eye product if you buy from the Olive Brain quiz. And then we're gonna share about our serum. We were talking about it really shortly. You can get a free serum, a free Botox, a plant-based Botox, if you will, if you spend $199. So like all the deals happening. Grab the internals that we've been talking about, the Camu, the Beauty Molecule, the Olive Mush. You could get the ground olive matcha. Get on the olive leaf, because you're going to feel so much better and more confident. Now, in the Corrective line, the anti-aging line, there's a cleansing oil, and there's a cleansing gel. I use both, but this morning I used the oil because my skin just feels a little bit dry, obviously with the temperature change and everything. And then I'm gonna throw on that tonic that Jess used.
I love it.
It smells so good. You can put it onto a little cloth. You can even put it onto your hand, press it in, or you can spray it. You have options. But if you don't use a toner, you should try using one because actually it helps your regimen be more effective. It balances the pH and then provides a good base for your serums to go on in a more effective way. So what serum are you using now?
So since I already did my Corrective Serum, I love the Cell Active Serum. It was one of the first products that I tried. So I'm going to I'm going to kind of get my skin ready for the day with my Cell Active Serum. And I actually combine it with the Cell Active Oil. It's kind of like a booster to the serum. And both of these are very hydrating, but also this one, well, first of all, I always say this on my stories. Everybody needs a serum because serums are what really are going to help bring change to your skin. They're what are going to penetrate deeply into your skin. So I mix the Cell Active Serum with the oil, and it's going to help tighten, hydrate, tone, repair, which, you know, I need all the things because that's what I do for anti-aging. I don't do anything else. I try to take care of the health of my skin, basically.
I just got that Cell Active Serum. I earned it, and I was so excited. I got that with the green retinol. It's actually one of the holiday sets. So the Cell Active Serum is like kind of tacky. It's thick and tacky. So it's really concentrated, and you're gonna get instant results from it. I definitely saw instant results from it. I put it on my arm, and like you could see kind of the tightening of the skin. It was really cool. And that is in a holiday set with the green retinol, which if you don't know about bakuchiol yet, bakuchiol is in several of our products, the anti-aging plant-based retinol products. And bakuchiol is an Ayurvedic herb that is just as effective as retinol without the irritation. So the green retinol elixir plus the Cell Active Serum, you can combine them and it creates this amazing emulsion. It's in one of the holiday sets. You should go check out the holiday sets because they're significantly discounted. And we're getting 21% off on top of it. It's crazy good deals right now.
Yeah.
Now,
that's to try.
And what moisturizer did you say that you're using?
Which what?
You said that you're using the Cell Active Serum and then what else?
The Cell Active Face Oil, because the oil is like a booster to that serum.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet.
I love oils. My skin loves oils, so I like to mix them in. Yeah.
What do you think about the difference between the ones that are labeled oil and then elixir? Is there a little bit of a difference?
A little bit of a difference. I feel like elixirs they're almost like a combination between a serum and an oil. So they're like a little thinner than an oil. It's thicker than an oil, so it's weird.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. Have you tried the nighttime face oil?
I have. Yeah, that one is the Midnight Elixir. That one's not vegan.
I have an elixir. I have an LA Dope elixir. I can kind of show you.
So I'm putting an elixir on right now underneath my eyes. It's like an oily texture.
Yeah, I think they're all a little bit different because some of the elixirs I feel are just a little bit thicker than an oil, and then some of them aren't. Yeah. Yeah,
agreed. I like this. Now, the Corrective line has that Paracress extract in it.
Right now?
I'm using the F64, the Corrective Eye Elixir.
That's what I'm using too.
Oh, okay. So I never was using an eye elixir before. I was only using eye creams. And first off, guys, by the way, if you want a pro tip on how to do your eye stuff, use it on your orbital bone. Your orbital bone is the bones of your skeleton where the socket of your organ, or where your eyes, your organs are placed in. Now, the organ of your eye is warm, and it will take the product where it needs to go. So you don't have to get it like on your eyelid. It will actually go onto your eyelid. You put it on the orbital bone, and I actually go on my brow, and then I massage onto the under eye. And I swear, this is amazing because it has that Paracress extract in it. And like Jeff was saying, when you use it long enough and it starts to penetrate into the dermal layers, it will start to subtly relax the muscle and tighten your face like a Botox. So over time, when you use these corrective products, you're going to start seeing fine lines start to reduce. You're going to start seeing a little bit more plumpness. I think the internals really give that plumping action the most, truthfully. But like the tightening and the smoothing and the even skin tone that happens from these topicals.
Oh yeah.
And the eye elixir just soaks right in, and then it's up to you if you want to use an eye cream as well. But and I have both. I have the eye cream and the eye elixir. But the Paracrest extract, I swear, it's doing wonders for my skin.
No, I use both because I love. I've always used an eye cream. I don't know, but have you seen some of the before and afters using that eye elixir in that?
Yeah, the crow's feet area.
Yeah, really, really good for me. I was getting like weird, like crepey situation like that, and so whenever I would put on like a little under eye concealer, it wouldn't sit well under there, and so that is what the most is the skin changing right under here, which I'm like, thank you for, yeah.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Like I get that too. I'll sometimes be like dry, and nobody wants that, especially if they want to go put makeup on. Okay, let's just talk about the layers here. It starts from inside, so we have to take care of our gut if we want our skin to look good. And then if we want our makeup to look good, we have to have good skin products. So it's like beauty from the inside out, and then really taking care of that, you know, that face. And if you want your makeup to look good, you've got to have a good skin regimen, period. Like it has to look hydrated and like a really nice smooth canvas for things to glide on well and for them to look good all day. So your skin is like glowing. It looks amazing.
My skin, I mean, I'm so grateful. Before when I would have my rosacea spots, I mean, my face is a little pink right now. I did exfoliate, but I mean, there's no way I could have done that before. But I don't even wear that much makeup anymore because I wear makeup when I go out, when I go to work and all of that. I'm not like so confident where I'm not going to do that, but I don't wear very much anymore. My skin coming through just looks better without it. And so another, that I feel like I said, I feel like I've been using these products for 3 or 4 months, and my skin is transformed in that time frame where I get to wear less makeup, feel more confident about that, and my skin is healing. I feel like it's healed, really. So
love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And I'm going to use another thing. Jess and I both use the F59, the Corrective Serum. By the way, guys, this is is it $90? A $90 serum, or 80 or 90? This is the F59. This is free right now when you spend $199 just through Monday, Cyber Monday. And there's lots of different ways to save. The entire website is 21% off. So make sure you go to the links in our bios to grab it. This is going to be the most powerful serum that Oliveda has in terms of anti-aging, in terms of just smoothing out the complexion. And then I also think that everybody needs to do a peel of some sort once a week. You could even spread it out more than that, or you could use it more often if your skin is thicker. I have this AHA right now. As you can see, it's vivid green.
I haven't tried.
Yeah, so this I'm using right now just in place of the SOS acne drops because I don't have the acne drops yet, but I have been breaking out around my chin, so it dries it out. It dries it out, and this is like, you could use this in place of like a peel if you're using some sort of peel right now, like a gentle peel from a clean beauty brand. Like you can swap it out for this because this is like an overnight peel. Really gentle, and then you can put a cream on top of it. This is the F81 AHA and HT serum face, and it's emerald green, and I just put it on my problem areas while I'm waiting for my SOS acne drops to come in. You can also just put it on your whole face, and it will kind of give you the glow the next morning. It's not going to physically peel your skin off. It's just going to gently slough off the dead skin. And then I just finish it off with the Corrective face cream. So this is the F42, and I'm gonna
And usually, isn't that the one that has the natural SPF in it as well?
Oh, I think so, because it's so high in hydroxytyrosol.
Yeah. I use that usually during the week. Today I'm going to use my anti-aging face cream, which I also love. I love both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I use different things just depending on my skin's mood. I make different concoctions, but I love this cream. I love both of these creams. They both kind of go on like butter, but then they absorb really nicely, and your makeup sits really, or doesn't really sit, but it applies really nicely on top of these products. Because that's another concern when you invest in skincare and you're using it. If your makeup isn't like well on top of the skincare, something's going on. It's not working.
Right, right. And I will also say with these, like you said, but like butter, Olivia, she's an esthetician in LA, and she trains us on how to use these products and learn about the ingredients and all that stuff. So that's such a perk of being a consultant. It's just helped me learn about even more about skin. And she really helps us every single week learn more and more and more about how to take care of people and how to customize things for people, and learning about specific ingredients in each product. And she was talking about the creams. There's this really thick cream that I don't have yet. It's called the regenerative cream or regeneration cream. Do you have that?
I do, of course.
I heard it's very, very thick.
It is.
Very thick. And she was just saying with all of the creams, and specifically that regeneration cream, oh, that's very thick. Yeah, that's like a whipped butter. She was just saying to warm it up in your hands.
And then
make sure your hands are clean, squeaky clean. And then apply it, and it will just rapidly absorb. Oh, yeah, and that's good.
So thick.
Never forget your neck. Never forget your chin.
Never. It's so thick. It's almost like marshmallowy, but when you warm it up, it actually just goes like melts into your skin. And especially if you have applied a serum beforehand, which you should, it really just melts in your skin, which you wouldn't think. You'd think it's going to go on really tacky and just be like not absorbing, but it's like butter into your skin. It's what I use that. It's great.
Nice. I always finish my skin regimen off with this is a castor oil based. Castor oil, we know it has lots of benefits, but this is a castor oil and olive oil based lip balm. This is the F75. I love how it applies. It's so soothing. And there has been a lot of lip balms out there that Koen, sometimes his lips get dry, and they all have mint in them, and that actually irritates his lips. So it's really good that we found this cleaner lip balm, because he loves it, and he can go to sleep with this, and in the morning his lips are completely healed.
Use it just as a typical lip balm throughout the day, and then at night you can use it, or anytime really, you can use it as like a mask, so you can apply a little bit heavier and even like around your lip, because it'll help with those lines that we get around our lips as well. And ever since I moved to Texas, I have the driest lips ever, so this is like my savior. My friend in California said it was like the only thing saving her lips, because they get those really dry Santa Ana winds in California. I don't know if you're but it's so dry, and she's like, oh my gosh, the only thing saving me is this lip balm. So it's incredible. I carry it with me everywhere, and I dropped it. So my cap broke.
Oh no. I'm trying to get in the sun so you guys can just see the glow. It's really effective. I will also say that lip balm, Jess, did you see in the group chat how somebody had ridiculously bad eczema on their eyes?
Oh yeah.
And they used the lip balm on their eyes. And again, it's castor oil based, it's olive oil based. It's going to soothe irritated skin. And I have a friend who has severe eye eczema as well. So she's going to use the balm, the lip balm. And that's such a good price point for people that really do have severe like patches. The balm, the lip balm might be a really good thing to try.
I was able to clear up I had that on my eyes as well. What you saw in that picture, I had that type of eczema too. And I was able to clear that up, thankfully, a while ago, but I'm like, I wish I would have had this.
Yeah.
And it maybe faster, because I had it for months. It was awful. It was awful.
Okay.
So I can relate. That's why I keep sharing these products. I'm like, everybody needs these. They're just healing. They're healing. Like that's the first thing that drew me to them is they're just incredibly.
It's so amazing. It's so amazing. So we wanted to spread the good news, guys, because these products are so good. I mean, I know that you're hearing about products with all the Black Friday stuff going on, but instead of going to Ulta or Sephora, like get yourself some good quality European waterless beauty at 20% off. Worst case scenario, you don't love it, which I highly suggest or I highly doubt will happen. But if you don't, there's a 365-day guarantee that if you don't love it, you can return it for something that does suit your skin.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the internals. The Camu. Every single person needs the Camu. I think everybody needs the Camu. It's bitter, yes, but it's really good for you. And the olive mush, if you're a chai lover, you should definitely grab this. You can make frappuccinos with it. This is pure ground olive leaf. Never, ever been touched by chemicals, pesticides, pure organic ground olive leaf. Go to PubMed, go look up, which is like the medical literature database for most of the studies that are out there on nutrition. Go and look up olive leaf and olive leaf extract and understand the benefits for your gut, for cancer prevention, for blood sugar balancing, for cholesterol levels, for your triglycerides. It's really amazing. And my friend who's a dietitian, she actually said, yeah, Stacey, like all of the supplements that I recommend to my clients that have horrible gut issues has olive leaf in it, has the ground olive leaf in the capsules. So that is just another, this is a way to get it in your diet without having to take supplements. All of these internals will get you the hydroxytyrosol and the powerful plant.
Including olive oil, which I actually do shots of the olive oil with some lemon juice.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. That's definitely a Mediterranean thing.
Yeah.
So
I know. I'm telling all my friends who are like on their weight loss journey, I'm like, take shots of olive oil as long as high quality olive oil.
Yeah. And these internals will also potentially help with weight loss. The Camu, the beauty molecule. And then we didn't mention the Camu and the beauty molecule are vegan, by the way. So if there's any plant-based people listening to this, like myself, just know that if you are wanting to get like a collagen support, you can get the I-70, which is the sodium hyaluronate, which actually is more absorbable than hyaluronic acid itself. It's just a smaller molecule. It gives you that plump skin from within, helps to protect the joints, and helps to protect the gut lining. There's also a collagen that is based on animals, and that is also really great for joints and skin and hair and nails.
I think that was porcine derived, the other one. Is it
what?
Porcine derived?
From pig?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one. I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's derived from the swine that actually live on the olive groves in Spain. So it's a regenerative. It's a regenerative collagen, if you will. It's a regenerative derived collagen. So more responsibly sourced, what I think is incredibly important. Definitely no factory farms involved, which would be terrible. So that's really, really important that it's quality. So for people who do want a collagen, it's good to know that. But Jess, thanks so much for joining me. Do you have anything else you want to share?
No, I just want everyone to try these products because they're incredible. And also, if you take, like you've mentioned, the surveys come to us. And so we can help answer any questions you have because I know surveys can be, like skincare surveys can be overwhelming sometimes. And we love to provide our input and guidance to you. Like we want to know what your skincare needs are, what you've got going on, so we can help.
Yeah, love it. Well, thanks so much for joining me. And if anybody has questions, just reach out to Jess or I, and we're here to help you. Be well.
Bye.